In preparing for a rope and harness inspection, the first thing I want to do is get my rope and harness on. As I pull my rope and harness up around my waist, I want to get it secured. I want to secure my leg straps, and I want zero give and play in either one of those areas. Now that my harness is secure, I want to attach my equipment. My ascender is attached to my harness using a carabiner and webbing. Once I've got that attached to my belt, I'm going to grab my gris-gris and set that on my carabiner. And then I'm going to load a couple of extra carabiners onto my harness in case I might need those during the inspection. Once I've got my harness on and my equipment attached, I'm going to grab my utility belt because we still need to perform an inspection. Now that I've got my harness, equipment, and utility belt on, the last thing I need to grab is the rope, and let's head to the house. During my exterior inspection, I was panning and observing, trying to find the best place to do my rope and harness inspection. Once I have found that, we need to get our rope over the peak of the roof. And you'll notice here that a simple dog thrower will help assist get that ball over the side. While I'm throwing the ball, I need to be aware of what might be on the other side to ensure that I don't break anything. Now that I've got the line on the other side of the house, I'm going to use a simple figure 8 knot to secure this to my anchor point. We did not have a place to tie off on the other side of the home, so my assistant is going to be my anchor. Notice my assistant is much smaller than me, but because of leverage and friction, she's going to be sufficient in size to be my anchor for this inspection. Now I'm ready to approach the ladder. Before I get on the ladder, I want to attach my ascender to the rope. I want to put a safety clip on my ascender. At this point, I'm ready to attach my gris-gris to the rope, proper placement of the gris-gris, and then attach my gris-gris back to my harness, and everything is ready for me to proceed. As I ascend the ladder, I am moving my equipment up. This is not a fast motion. It's slow, methodical, and most importantly, safe as I move towards the roof eave line. So as I get to the eave line, I want to make sure that I have all my line out of the way, nothing around my feet. I want to adjust the equipment. I'm going to pull on my line, make sure my assistant is aware I'm transitioning to the roof, and then move from my ladder to the roof in one fluid motion. Now that I've transitioned from the ladder to the roof, I want to position myself within that slope to perform my test square. Once I've completed my inspection on this slope of the house, a lot of times we'll need to do the inspection on the other slope. So instead of completely redoing everything, I'm going to make my way to the ridge. I'm going to carefully secure myself at the top. I'm going to disconnect my equipment, and I'm going to reconnect it so that I can descend down the opposite side and perform an inspection on that slope. Before I do that, I want to make sure that my assistant, my grounds person, disconnects from one side and moves to the other and reconnects on that side so that I have an anchor point.